Today is August 12th, 2016, and the 8th of the 11th month of 1437. 9 compositions for the Princess of Cups in the 5th month of 1434. This one's from the 20th of the 5th month, 1434. I see you like a damaged fixture. If a new light was installed, you could be better than ever before. 6 years later to the day, I performed the same rite in a circle of flowers. Although tonight we won't be talking for the better part of 2 hours. In the very same place, I remembered the movement and sight of your face. I also recalled how you smiled and laughed as you talked to me. Edward Talbot, and John Dee left something for you and me. I miss the times I would sing to thee. And this one from the 21st of the 5th month of 1434. I was staring at another glossy black. I sung myself onto a gauzy tract. Trembling, it felt like even inanimate objects loved me. In my banishing, I watched the white flash that was not just above me. With a sudden slouching down, I felt a rushing wiping down, leaving a sort of new me. It is never too long till the colors clear. That was 5 weeks ago tonight. I doubt you are ready to work it right. The ways I could alter your states if you were here. From the 25th of the 5th month of 1434. Wrap me in pink, wrap me in black. Kala knows how far you will sink and if you will crawl back to your original perfection. Still you make the choices in this selection. The house of the two souls, the voices about what occurred on the Mount of the Shield, Mount of from the desert, Mount of the God over the moon. In the presence of the Israelites, and the way of Noah and Jesus show to perfection. In the last third of your 18th, I thought you were ready to see yourself as a Kaloyal. How much is left of that Mishal? The best judge in justice is that Justia. You'll have certain knowledge of the truth when you are questioned about every euphoria. And Kala, God of time and change. And that line, Kala knows how far you will sink and if you will crawl back to your original perfection. I say to see Al-Quran 95, 4 through 6, to tell you what I'm talking about better. And then the next line, still you make the choices in this selection. See Al-Quran 95, 7. The House of Two Souls. See Al-Quran 95, 3. The voices about what occurred on the Mount of the Shield from the desert, from the desert, Mount of the God over the moon, in the presence of the Israelites, see Al-Quran 95:2. And the way of Noah and Jesus, see Al-Quran 95:1. Show to perfection, see Al-Quran 95:6. And Kaloyal means vessel for God. Mishal means silk of God or touch of God. Justia, the best judge in justice is that of Justia, again referring to the, Shemham Farash. But anyways, Al-Quran 95:8 will clarify that for you. And question about every euphoria, Al-Quran 102, 7 through 8. And the following is from 23:5, 1434. I seem to remember another picture of you next to a towel. Ease has been there, but you have made the choices towards every frown and scowl. I remember my puzzlement at you choosing to end reading after a verse that said not to be drowl. For the sake that you paid some attention, I won't frown or scowl. I know you can, if that's your intention, be aware of each step in this night like an owl. And, there was a picture of a towel in the background that wasn't something obscene. Just to remove suspicion from some people. And Al-Quran 74, 11 through 23 was kind of being thought about as I was saying ease has been there, but you've made the choices towards every frown and scowl. So sadness was the choice, or the result of the choice. I remember that puzzlement to you choosing to end the reading after a verse that said not to be drowl. See Al-Quran 2:219. And for the sake that you paid some attention, I won't frown or scowl. See Al-Quran 80, 1 through 12. I know you can, if that's your intention, be aware of each step in the night like an owl. See Al-Quran 84, 16 through 19. Now, these should stand on their own, but the footnotes will clarify what I mean to people who want a deeper grasp of what I am talking about here. 24:4. 1434. I keep digging deep to build my house on a foundation of 144,000 or so rocks. I have been known secondhand as Luciferos, deep in the Nox. I was like dead for 3, like as in a box. Some things I ignored, and was in such loss. Then the words hit me that saved me from the loss. Every night and day I happily take up my cross. Bitter rage runs deep like white latex. Come on now, let's break that hex. So I keep digging deep to build my house on a foundation of 144,000 or so rocks. Look at Luke 6:47 through 48. I have been known secondhand as Luciferox, Lightbringer, Lucifer. Deep in the Nox, darkness. See Revelations 22:16. I'm not saying that people are calling me the prophet of the age or something. I'm just one of the enlightened beings, which I can't even say that there's not a bunch of, there's surely other people in this area that might also be called that in an appropriate sense. I was dead for three, like as in a box. See Matthew 16:21 through 23. Now I'm sort of kind of referring to my few years, relying on medication that I thought I'd needed, painkillers and all that. I wasn't abusing them, but that's what that was about. Some things I ignored that was in such and it was in such loss. See Luke 6:49. I'd go to church. I'd go to church twice a week. I'd pray before going to bed. I'd read my scriptures, but I wasn't religious. Churchy, yes, but religious, no. And I've taken care of myself before paying tithing, so if I would have ever had to make that choice, some things I ignored and was in such loss, 6:49 of Luke. And then the words hit me that saved me from the loss. Matthew 17:15 through 21 was what that bounces off that line. Every night and day I happily take up my cross. See Luke 9:23 through 27. And we can hex ourselves or something, but we're not bound by other people's curses unless our beliefs or our reactions go according with that. And even painkiller, even medication is something to if it's an intoxicant, you don't take it unless it's for survival. And as a Muslim, I realize that now. And I'm not going to sing this according to the dates here, but 27th of the 5th of 1434. The chords for this song are C, D, E, A, B, G. So if you want to give your guitar sort of a drop D sort of tuning, or well, maybe drop D wouldn't be the best for that one, but anyways, you get the idea. It's not a country song, but you can play it acoustically, that's fine, or you cannot. Here I stand like a hierophant. The smallest is part of my display, even an aunt. Oh, scarlet woman, starting with your head, all should be clean. The bowl is ready now, but used to be green. 5 wrapted 6 touches the throne, unseen, while the footstool is beyond our speech. To make you of this school is and will be beyond my reach. All with the choice have the same purpose in this scene. We will know of the light beams around the throne, while the nations do otherwise. We will be in the zone to prostrate. Our Lord hereafter will have dominion over 8. 19 over something is a sign of the most great. And Taurus is now the fire sign, June, in this age versus an earth sign of the zodiac. Well, why should midsummer be an earth sign? That doesn't make sense. 5 wrapped in 6 touches the throne, while the footstool is beyond our speech. And that's refers to Al-Quran 2:255. To make you of this school is and will be beyond my reach. Al-Quran 2:256. All with the choice have the same purpose in this scene. See Al-Quran 51:56. We will know of the light beings around the throne. See Al-Quran 39:75. While the nations do otherwise, we will be in the zone to prostrate. See Al-Quran 27:24 through 26. Our Lord hereafter will have dominion over 8. See Al-Quran 69:17. 19 over something is a sign of the most great. See Al-Quran 74:30 through 31. Now, not showing you the pictures, which I was commenting upon, or referring to any specific conversation, please note that there are things implied to her and the context of these pictures that you may not pick up on, but it wasn't just I was rambling, just a comment that had nothing to do with the picture. These comments very much have something to do with the picture. And from the 28th of the 5th month, 1434, I smell blood this waning moon. I couldn't feel it trembling in my living room. I don't care how much it will rain. Why should I, when I am in so much pain? Separate in feeling, I am mellow. I want to be pleasing as a healthy yellow. Indifference makes things the same in this lot. I pray to be of those without spot. Protection will be lacking in yellow shade. There won't be the teaching of a yellow sandstorm in its final raid. It will be made colorful than yellow in my glade. Now, I sound like I'm speaking at a coffee house, but these things came out smoother when I first put them down or composed them or whatever, but years later, going back, I want to be pleasing as a healthy yellow. I was bouncing that off the idea in Quran 269, 270. I bounce off the next, I kind of refer to with the next line, indifference makes things the same in this lot. And I pray to be of those without spot, Al-Quran 270. Okay, so 2 lines to the same verse. Protection will be lacking in yellow shade. See Al-Quran 77:30 through 33. There won't be the teaching of a yellow sandstorm in its final raid. See Al-Quran 30:51. It will be made colorful, then yellow in my glade. See Al-Quran 39:21. And the chorus 11 times. The bass drum beats in groups of 3s, and the overall beat is similar to Bathory's 13 Candles. Now, I don't know if I should be recommending that song on my page, but that's sort of the sound this thing's got. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, no, that's not that. Anyways, with this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. And Al-Quran 39:22, so I'll say that 10 more times. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. With this art I submit my heart, for no one's heart is hardened from the start. From the 29th of the 5th month of 1434. True happiness can be so hard to find when one doesn't notice it's what Yahweh left behind. The King James Version is wrong. God did not moon Moses. All it means is the divine manifestation is right beneath our noses, living That is as close as it gets to being all roses. I'll live my life as a goat. There is no reason to gloat. I think I remember you in that coat. Again, you're not going to see the picture, but anyways. God did not moon Moses. Refer to Exodus 33:19 through 23. Some of the translations have a kind of funny implication. Well, blasphemous, but that doesn't mean it's not funny. 30 the 5th month of 1434. It is good to see that you appreciate some art. The real question is, how is your heart? When I'm in the green, what does it mean? There is pink, orange, and so much blue for you. From purple on in, no one but you can bear your sin. 5 yellows, and white, and black. There's no reincarnation, for we won't do better were we to come back. These colors are askew. So, what do they do? Meaning shouldn't cause doubt and division within and without. It is your decision. It is your decision. Al Quran 256, 1829, and 1096. There's more verses that pertain, but that makes the point. Meaning should not cause doubt and division. See Al Quran 3:7. Because okay, there's various meanings other than the direct literal meaning and the semantic meaning and stuff like this. But these hermetic, esoteric, ethnic ways, fine, there can be difference. But the goal's not to divide. But anyways, again, there's a picture involved. There's no reincarnation. Hebrews 9:27. Hebrews is one of the books in the Bible for those who don't know. For we won't do better were we to come back. See Al Quran 23:99 through 103. White, having no named sphere, and black, imperishable realization. I'm using Ekankar symbolism here. 5 yellows: soul, soul plane, invisible plane, feeling plane, ultimate reality or ultimate realization plane, and unapproachable spheres, unapproachable plane or spheres. Well, they can be called spheres or planes. Like I got a physical and astral and the causal and the mental and the etheric, and and that's what I represent: the physical with the green, astral as the pink, orange is the causal plane, blue is the mental plane, purple is the etheric plane. Now these are all the same. The astral through the etheric is the same psychedelic sort of realms of experience. But we're all seeing through, even you got the physical and the mental, emotional body, and then you have the spiritual, the soul, spirit sort of thing. It's all you're seeing through. You're not going anywhere else. Well, you're not detaching from your body or anything like that, yourself. It's yourself. But, you give up the physical. The physical is not forever. The feeling, the emotions, that's not forever. The mental, the will, that's not forever. The soul spirit, that's the real you. That's the real you. And these are so some of what I'm saying is to compliment, some is what I'm saying is to mention a potential, some of what I'm saying is to mention, what changes need to be made, talking about the general situation, trying to spiritualize the message of what's going on here, but that's